Throughout time, there is something that has been the forefront of human society: advancement. As a species, humans strive to not only create a society where humanity may flourish, but work to do so with ease. Since the beginning of our species, we have wondered what makes the world unique, especially in terms of why something won't go the way we want. You name it, we have probably observed, searched, and analyzed it one way or another. When we identify a problem, we work to address it from all angles and sides, working tirelessly to not only thoroughly understand the problem, but by doing so, we are able to pinpoint the exact issue to better formulate a solution. The idea of a society where transportation and time efficiency are prioritized allowed for technological advancements such as cars and planes to be created. Another example can be seen in the development of vaccines to help reduce the amount of individuals, especially children, that were dying from diseases such as polio. However, this creates a society where major problems and inconveniences, such as mortality, end up being limited due to the overabundance of solutions. This ultimately creates a post-human society, also known as a transhuman society. These types of societies are typical in modern forms of futuristic fiction, such as cyberpunk edge runners and Akira. These societies have a prevalence of technology, whether it is demonstrated in individual enhancements or artificial life. However, by allowing for this man-made evolution to flourish, we ultimately create a society where vital aspects of humanity, the very things that make us human, are put at risk. Nick Bostrom was a Swedish philosopher who wrote numerous articles and publications that dove into this very aspect of posthumanism. One such article, called In Defense of Posthuman Dignity, he dives into the encouragement posthumanism gives individuals to not only abandon individuality, but also morality and ethics in order to acquire a so-called cure for the dreaded boredom that comes with societal advancement. However, by actively encouraging its citizens to sacrifice their individuality and morals, posthumanistic societies are creating an overall selfish, desensitized, and vain society. Violence will soar as a result, which is a very common motif among futuristic media, where those implemented with cybernetics, such as artificial arms, legs, even a heart. Now I know what you're thinking. What about the government? Surely the government and its many laws will force the citizens to behave themselves. But that's where you're wrong. In these post-human societies, the government is often some form of oppressive power, perhaps even a company that is in the power due to its extreme demand and resulting wealth. These companies will typically be those of technological or medicinal advancement, as they have the most power to tip the scale towards their favor. For if they don't gain ruling control, they could simply reduce their supply. If these companies were to decrease their supply, that would ultimately increase demand until society were to turn into chaos as the supply dwindles closer and closer to zero. But don't worry. We both know that when supplies are high and the company wants to make money, they're going to keep supplying it at all costs. However, this can result in a society where not only is violence increased, but so is discrimination, especially towards those that present themselves as more human or less technologically advanced. This discrimination is generally given by those of higher social class, as they have more money and power to afford the cybernetic, genetic, or biological modifications. Thus, in order to address this extremely important and problematic feature, it is essential we place standards and laws to emphasize the importance of tolerance, selflessness, and community, especially in a society where individuality may be lost in the process of advancement. This is vital, not only for the temporary survival of our race, but also for future generations.